Bitch, I'm drunk as fuck, like I'm stone cold. Bitch, I'm drunk as fuck, like I'm stone cold. Bitch, I'm drunk as fuck, like I'm stone cold.
Alright, motherfuckers, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another motherfucking goddamn live video. Shout out to the motherfucking AEW Pax Mormons in the Master Marks Militia in the motherfucking chat and in the live chat. Shout out to my dog K Breezy. We in this beezy. Listen. Now take this video with a grain of salt, because I do not want to do this. But when you're in wrestling YouTube, unfortunately, you have to do this. Today's video. Before I start even with the fucking video, if you're new to the motherfucking channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. And also, so you know, every single time we drop a fucking video, turn on the motherfucking notification bell so you get a ding, 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 and a notification to let you know that it is time to smoke AEW pack. Tony Khan pack. CM Punk pack. So make sure y'all do that if you're new to the channel, or if you've already listened to the channel, or you've been on the channel before and you know who I am and you subscribed, but you do not know the times when I drop videos. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll be fucking up. I do. I say I would drop a video and I don't drop the video because I get fucking busy. I'm a human. I'm normal just like everybody else. It is what it is. Y'all know that it ain't nothing against y'all. She just be coming up. So you know, every time that I am going to drop a fucking video, make sure you got the notification motherfucking bell, ding the fuck up, and you'll be able to have your AEW pack ready. Now, like I said, take this video with a grain of salt, because I really don't want to do this, but I am required to do this. Today's video is simply titled CM Punk's Return to WWE. Fuck. Damn. Man. All right, so here we go. Monday Night Raw. CM Punk made his return to Raw. Saturday before that, a Survivor Series, CM Punk at the end of the fucking show. Of course, the team of Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn beat the Judgment Day. Because you know, every day is a fucking Judgment Day. Just to let you know, every day is a Judgment Day. They beat them at the end of the show. I noticed that the show ended really early. I think they were stopping around like 10:47. So in my head, I had thought like, okay, CM Punk isn't going to come back, because I didn't want to see the dude on the fucking TV. That's why I thought that. Common sense would tell any WWE fan or person that knows of WWE, if it's something to be petty, Petty Paul will do that shit. And that's a big reason why CM Punk is back. But like I said, at the end of the show, they ended around like 10:45, 10:47, which is very odd. They did the final roll of some replays and blah, 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 blah. Then they panned in to everybody lifting their arms. Whatever. A big screenshot up to the motherfucking screen. And you notice they showed the whole entire crowd and the Titatron above the fucking ring. And there he was. God's gift to egomaniacs. CM Punk is back in WWE. Now listen. CM Punk being back in WWE does not mean that we are going to stop smoking CM Punk pack. Now, I know I said in the tweet that I wasn't going to talk about CM Punk no more, and I wasn't going to discuss shit about CM Punk, and I wasn't going to hate on him, but I'm going to be honest. That's the thing. Me talking about CM Punk and the shit that I say about CM Punk is not because I just have a vendetta against CM Punk. It's me being honest. When I talked about CM Punk's numbers when he was the champion a few years ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, whatever, what happened, and he was on Raw and he was the champion and the numbers of the show was fucking terrible. That is the truth. That is facts. When I talked about CM Punk thinking that he was bigger than the business, that is the truth. That is a fucking fact. These are facts. That ain't just me sitting around saying, oh, I don't like CM Punk because he got a Pepsi tattoo. I don't even drink pop, nor do I give a fuck about Pepsi. But shout out to my dogs who do drink pop. That's y'all choice. It's y'all life. It isn't a vendetta. It isn't that I have something against CM Punk, but I'm going to call it like I see it. If it's a motherfucking dog, I'm going to call it a dog. If it bark like a dog, walk like a dog, talk like a dog, it's a motherfucking dog. So if I say he's an egomaniac and he acts like an egomaniac and other people think that he's an egomaniac, 9 times out of 10, because I don't have to fucking cap or sit on these social media platforms for attention like some of these OnlyFans girls be doing, even though, hey, listen, I know some of my dogs probably, fuck around with the OF girls. You gotta beat it, gotta get it, gotta skeet it. It is what it is. Like I said, that's your business, not mine, and it is your life. I don't just sit on the internet trying to find things to do for fucking attention. It's to try to get my word out in the open and speak the fucking truth in the wrestling community. Because the IWC, while there are a lot of people who report on videos and talk about wrestling YouTube, there are also a lot of people who fucking cap and flip-flop and go for one thing 1 minute and the next thing the next minute. And that shit is just not gonna cut it for me, and I ain't fucking with it. I ain't. So there isn't anything personal against CM Punk. It's all just fucking facts. That's it. And another funny story is, and I know we're going off topic, and I'm supposed to tell you all this shit about CM Punk returning. Whatever. I'm old as fuck, right? So I didn't know that the word Riz was charisma. It's so funny to me that I hear people talk about Riz, and a lot of people that they say has Riz or have Riz don't have fucking charisma. That's just a little off topic. I thought I'd bring that up. We'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, the whole Riz charisma thing, I don't understand it. I mean, just because you can talk to a female, that doesn't mean you're a charismatic person. You can't even talk to your fucking boss at your job. You can't talk to a person outside on the street. But you got Riz because you could talk to a fucking girl who sells her pussy on the internet. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. We go with that. That's fine. I'm just crazy old masked up marks who don't fucking know shit about anything. Like some people in the comment section be saying, or some dudes on Twitter who say shit, or people in the YouTube comment section, which I bring that up, who say, oh, this guy is mentally ill. I'm mentally ill because I don't just go along with people tell me. I think the mentally ill person would be you. If you're just following a trend or following somebody just because everybody else follows them, that means you're the mentally ill person because you don't have a fucking self, you don't have any self-identity. So with the mentally ill shit, it don't hurt my feelings because it's just YouTube, and I know niggas got to talk about what the fuck they got to talk about. It is what it is. Yeah, that's cap. You the one with the mental illness, big dog. CM Punk is back in. CM Punk is back in WWE. So Monday Night Raw, they advertise him all night long. Blah, blah, blah. They try to get as much money as they can off of it. I know his video on YouTube returning to WWE, it did really well. Most of his videos for AEW that were on YouTube did not do really well, but I mean, they were kind of up there. It is what it is. People like fucking CM Punk. Some dudes like him. I don't know why, but they like him. But also, there are people who throw around shit about saying people are mentally ill or how they don't know about what they're talking about, and they be the mentally ill ones. If you fuck with AEW like heavy and you don't see anything wrong with the product, you're the mentally ill person. So don't get it twisted around here. Also, I'm still the same Master Marks I was before. So any motherfuckers that got some shit to say and they popping that shit, y'all know how I get down. Y'all know I told y'all pussies to pull up before. So it is what it is. So he's back in WWE, and honestly, this is what sparked the whole RIP AEW thing. Because while Tony Khan did finesse CM Punk to get him to come back there and play in his childish trinket game, Tony Khan also played himself by letting CM Punk go to WWE. And I've talked about this in previous videos. The things that go on internally in AEW, CM Punk is a petty bitch. He's going to tell you what the fuck happened. And he's going to be in Paul's ear. And if he's in Paul's ear, when those contracts start to come up for AEW wrestlers or wrestlers around the country, Paul going to say, hey, listen, you know Paul, right? You know Punk? Punk was over there and he had a couple altercations and he told me there's some tricky shit going on over there. And, I've been in the business for 30 years, 40 years plus, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm going to just tell you what I like. I'm going to just tell you like it is. You go over there, your career might end. And you too talented for that. Motherfucker Paul gonna spit that game in your ear. He gonna be like the motherfucking group that used to make music in my neighborhood called the Game Spitters. He gonna spit that motherfucking game in your ear when it come time for you to sign to WWE. So that's a big mistake on Tony Khan's part. Because now Punk, even though you fired him and, he's an egomaniac, everybody in AEW are egomaniacs. Most of the people are there. Most of the people think they are bigger than what they are. Tony Khan thinks he's bigger than what he is. AEW as a brand thinks it's bigger than what it is. It is a egomaniac company. Egomaniacs. You think Cody Rhodes, when he went over to AEW, he ain't had this ego where he thought he was bigger than what the fuck he was? And then he got humbled when they turned on his ass? So he was like, you know what, man? Let me get my shit together. I got a family. I got a daughter, a wife, probably more kids coming. Shout out to Cody Rhodes for getting Brandy Rhodes pregnant. Hey, keep your sisters in the family if you can. Or, if you're on the other side, you're a black dude, you can keep the white girls in the family. Whatever you want to fucking do, man. Do your thing. But Cody Rhodes realized my ego, I got to put that to the side because it's not getting me nowhere. I'm going to be fucking 50 years old and still not back in WWE and still not in the Hall of Fame. And my dad was over there before he died. I need to check myself. Cody Rhodes checked himself. He did. Because when he was over in AEW, he acted like a fucking egomaniac. That's what caused him to do things like taking the sledgehammer to shit and doing all this extra shit and trying to get attention and try to make it seem like, oh, I'm just greatest thing since sliced bread. And come to find out, you wouldn't cut like that, dog, over there. You wouldn't. But it's also not entirely Cody Rhodes' fault. It isn't. Let me drink some water real quick. It's not entirely Cody Rhodes' fault. Shout out to AEW Packs and Marks and Master Marks Militia in the motherfucking chat. We also take motherfucking super chats, super likes, super stickers, all that shit. Donate to the channel. We got a Cash App, Master Marks. PayPal, Master Marks. You want to throw some motherfucking food in a bowl, go ahead. You're not obligated to do it, but I always throw it out there. Y'all want to do it, y'all can do it. Cody Rhodes got humbled. His ego got humbled. And from what I'm hearing, and I take all fucking reports from wrestling sources, unless it's Zero News or some motherfuckers that I fuck with, I take all that shit with a very big grain of salt. I think there's something in CM Punk's contract that keeps his behavior on the right path. It's a reality check. Look here, motherfucker, you went to the other place. What happened to your ass? You got fired. Come on home. Check yourself. Get your ego in check. Bring your wife back, maybe. We'll celebrate you. We'll praise you. We'll make you look like $1 million fucking and give you one of the greatest comeback stories that probably you had ever could have had, which I don't really give a fuck about. I think Sean's story is probably way better than Punk's story, but whatever. That is what it is. Because Sean beat things that a lot of motherfuckers, from his generation didn't beat, but I digress, like I say. Come on back. But when you come back, you must check yourself before you wreck yourself. And that's how fucking old I am. A lot of young motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck that means. Check your ego at the door, bitch. That's what's in the contract. I wouldn't be surprised, because Paul is so petty, if he put in CM Punk's contract, check yourself at the door, bitch. Because that's what CM Punk needed. Now, it's a possibility CM Punk already got his check yourself at the door, or his check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because he realized what was going on the other side. The grass ain't greener always on the other side. It may seem that way, Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks, and all you people, Samoa Joe, Malachi Black, Andrade. It may seem like the grass is greener on the other side, but if I'm being honest with you, it's really not. And still, make sure you got your motherfucking CM Punk pack, your AEW pack, your Tony Khan pack in the motherfucking air. Still make sure that shit is motherfucking stinking your car up, stinking your house up, stinking your job up. Still make sure that pack, that AEW resting pack, is still up in the air. CM Punk probably already got humbled, just like Cody Rhodes did. And I don't really talk negative about Jade Cargill, but the same thing probably happened to her too. She probably thought she was hot shit over in AEW. And then she realized, I'm undefeated and haven't been beaten, and I'm walking around with a title that means absolutely fucking nothing. Jade Cargill with that belt, it wasn't going anywhere. Still, when she got beat, it didn't go nowhere. She got beat just to leave. She got humbled. So I think it's a possibility, even though I can't stand CM Punk, he's a bitch. Fuck CM Punk. But I think he got humbled. And it's probably in his contract. I wouldn't doubt it. Paul's a petty motherfucker. He know how CM Punk is. He know he's an egomaniac. At a point in time in Paul Levesque's life, he was an egomaniac. His ego was bigger than everything. He thought he was bigger than the business. And he pulled a lot of strings and did a lot of negative things. He got humbled. So he knows better to sign CM Punk without telling CM Punk, hey, listen, look, motherfucker, you can come over here, but don't be acting a fucking fool in this bitch. Don't be having me look bad in this bitch. I got it good over here. I married the boss's daughter. The boss sold the company. The boss is no longer running things in the company, so they say. And I'm still here. Don't fuck this up for me, dog. He probably told CM Punk, look here, bitch. I'm going to tell you something right now. You fuck this up for me, I'm put some money on your head. I'm put some bands on your head. I have a motherfucker come drop your ass in the street. That's probably what, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Don't think that egomaniac disappears. It's still there. It's still around. It's still around. And the pettiness is still around. But back to CM Punk's return to WWE. So, of course, there's mentions of Punk throughout the whole entire Raw. I had to watch a whole entire Raw and be sleepy and be bored. I didn't even watch the shit. I spent more time looking at bikes, BMX bikes, and cars and shit on Google than I did looking at Raw because it was boring. But I had to tune in because I wanted to see the shit show. I wanted to see what it was like for the almighty great, best in the world, CM Punk to come back. I had to tune in because, I mean, when you're in wrestling YouTube, you have to do it. You have to watch these moments so you can talk about them. So, there's some light mentions from Seth. We know they have a rivalry coming up. It's bound to happen. It has nothing to do with FX and all of these things. And I mean, it's possible it could deal with that. But then again, I mean, CM Punk wasn't under WWE contract. He was under contract with Fox, I believe. So he still could kind of say what the fuck he wanted, but also not say what he wanted at the same time. So they haven't been building a storyline that long. That's not what it is. It's just, it's very easy to plug and play. That's what fans want to see. They want to see, I don't know why, but they want to see Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. I think Seth Rollins versus Gunther would probably be a lot more entertaining, especially watching Gunther whoop his motherfucking ass. But that's just me. That's my personal opinion. Hopefully Brock beats Gunther for that belt. Get Gunther in that main event scene. He's ready for it. He's ready. A lot of people don't like Gunther and they don't like what he said about the Ultimate Warrior. Tough titty. We all fuck with the Ultimate Warrior. We have our opinions. Gunther have his opinions, but tough titty. It's time for him to be in the main event scene. So, of course, we had a bunch of Judgment Day, because every day is a Judgment Day throughout the entire Raw. And then finally, they get to the final match, which I think was Dom Mysterio versus Randy Orton. Pretty decent match. For Dom to be at the age that he is and at the level that he is, and to be able to get in the ring with Randy and put on a pretty decent match like that, big ups to Dom. He's earning it. Do I still think he needs to go to NXT? Yes. Dom needs to be in NXT full time. Yes. But yeah, I mean, shit, honestly, you go over to NXT and come back to the main roster, motherfuckers might not know who the fuck you are, because clearly that's what they do when you go from one to the other. And Brian Breaker still ain't over there, so I don't know what's going on in NXT. Maybe CW will help him out, but I don't know. It's kind of tricky over there. And then finally, y'all get what y'all CM Punk lovers. Y'all get what y'all want. CM Punk comes out. I don't think his pop and Randy's pop were the same. I think Randy probably got a louder one. But I mean, that's what happens when you bring somebody back and they've been waiting all show and they got to sit through 65 women's matches that are boring as fuck with no storyline, which I've talked about before. Your crowd is tired now. So the energy that they had at the beginning is not the energy that they're going to have at the end, even if it's somebody that they came to see. That's just being honest. CM Punk comes back. He makes his return. He gets his pop. Comes out to the ring. Cuts a promo. Says he's home. Says a lot of politically correct shit, which reminds me of Cody Rhodes. You know, Cody Rhodes only always says things correctly these days. Wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't in his contract or if it was in his contract. Says a bunch of correct things to say, and he didn't cut a promo that people thought he was going to cut about AEW. And then at the end, he said he's here to make money, not to make friends, which there's a little bit of pettiness with that. That sounds like the friends over there at AEW who are so friendly and they love each other so much, almost to the point where whatever. And also to mention, it's kind of funny that, and I know CM Punk was probably hot about this because he is an egomaniac. It is kind of funny that the person who got CM Punk fired is the person that CM Punk always vouched for back in the day. But friends turn to enemies, enemies turn to friends. Shit happens. Look at CM Punk going back to WWE. He's all friendly over there. And now I would assume that Daniel Bryan is an enemy on the other side now since he got his ass up out of there. You know, Tony Khan don't have the balls to do it. He walking around like a motherfucking chicken with his fucking head cut off. He can't motherfucking make a decision worth shit, even though he's a 40-year-old fucking man owning a billion-dollar company, multiple billion-dollar companies, but he can't make a fucking decision. Something's wrong with Tony Khan. He's slow. I hate to say it, but Tony Khan might be slow. He has to be. But it is what it is. At the end, like I said, CM Punk said he here to make money, not to make friends. That's a diss to AEW, I kind of feel, or it could be a diss in the back, which I don't really think Paul would let him do that. And then it cuts off, and I guess from watching on Twitter and shit, he did like a little victory lap, which is kind of the same thing that the Young Bucks did when Punk got fired, and it's all childlike shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. None of this shit matters. What matters is asses and seats. The little child shit, little kitty shit, that shit don't matter. If you're not pushing charisma, right, pushing C. If you're not pushing charisma, you're not putting asses in seats, selling merchandise, going out the country more than just once and putting on a big show like WWE do because they make shit look presentable and make people look like stars. All that running around the ring and the victory laps and all that little petty ass shit, that shit don't get you nowhere. Nobody cares about it. And I know this has been a long ass video, and my videos usually peak out at about 20 minutes, but nobody cares about that shit. So yeah, CM Punk is back in WWE. He's back in WWE. And guess what? I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't. He's there. If he wins, if he doesn't win, all I know is they better not have him beat Roman, because he don't deserve that. And I think that would be disrespectful as fuck to Roman, who sat there through all of this shit when CM Punk wanted to be a baby and walked the fuck out and built himself a brand in that business. He should not be Roman. Absolutely. That would be a fucking joke. That is something to put WWE on my shit list. I might smoke more WWE pack than I smoke AEW pack. If you let that motherfucking egomaniac who has not really done anything for the business but just act like a fucking degenerate beat Roman Reigns, who survived cancer, survived being booed because he had a shitty ass babyface character and came back and built himself a brand, that WWE pack gonna hit real good. It's gonna hit real good too. We might motherfucker walk around like 2 Chainz and have motherfucking extendo blunts full of AEW and WWE pack. We gonna make a motherfucking hybrid WWE AEW pack if that shit happen. I promise you. I can promise you fucking that. That's one thing I can promise you. If CM Punk meets Roman Reigns, a WWE pack, we gonna put that in the extendo. For sure. So at the end of the day, CM Punk is back in WWE. They got the ratings that they got. Of course, they beat every fucking show on AEW. That's not hard to do. I see somebody put in the comment section that WWE got beat, SmackDown got beat by 2 shows. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? They gotta go to a channel that people barely watch just for you to fucking beat them. You've been on the same channel all this time. And the only way you can beat the other show with your 2 shows is by them going to another channel that people barely fucking watch. Good job, Tony Khan. Good job, AEW. Fucking congratulations. You've won whatever you fucking thought that you won. You won. At the end of the day, CM Punk is back in WWE. The AEW pack smokers don't give a fuck about that shit. Hopefully CM Punk keeps humbling himself and realize that he needs to pick his career and his family over his fucking ego. This has been Master Marks. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell us if you hate us, Tell us if you love us. Turn the notification motherfucking bell on if you want to donate to the channel. You have the option to. We are close to 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000, the official Master Marks AEW Pack Party celebration, whatever we'll fucking call. I don't know what it's going to be called because we got to hit 1,000 first. Once that happens, we will have our celebration. It's going to be live. I'm going to bring all my peoples in, bring all my folks in. And we're going to have fun, and we're going to chit-chat, and we're going to fucking chop it up, and it's going to be a good time. Like I said, CM Punk is back. We don't give a fuck. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell us if you hate us and tell us if you love us. Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck AEW. Fuck CM Punk. Still. Forever. WWE, you better watch your motherfucking ass. Unless you want to turn into a big extendo blunt, you better not let that motherfucker be Roman Reigns. I promise you. Because we're going to be smoking that fat one. The fat extendo. Me and K Bree, we going to have a fucking blunt as long as from my town all the way wherever the fuck K Breezy live. We going to smoke that bitch for sure. And it's going to be crazy because I'm going to go extra hard because I really don't go hard on WWE like that because they do make people look good when it comes to being in the business. But if you motherfucking let CM Punk beat Roman Reigns, I got something for your head. I'll put some money on your head for real, WWE. For sure. Shout out to my AEW Pack Smokers and the Master Marks Militia. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all stay up. Stay good. Keep hitting your consistent cat. I'm out this bitch.
Get your bank up, cash right now.